Hello, friends. Hope you're all doing well. I figured I'd get on here and let me adjust that a little bit here. Yeah. All right. Figured I'd get on here and let's talk about something. It's kind of a lull in everything, so not hearing much about nothing. Of course, the fearmongers are still out there trying to capitalize on it. On anything they can. Hell, if they can't have a scrap, something, they'll make it up. Just so they can keep you going. There's going to be a time in this world, they talk about the rapture. Let's talk about that for a moment. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it, but you have to remember, there's going to be a lot of people that they're not caught up in it. You, I may be one of them. Maybe a lot of us may not caught up in it. And that's okay, all right? Just means you're going to go through some more stuff that God has planned for you. His will, His plan. Doesn't mean it's the end of things for you. Not at all. The furthest could be from the truth, okay? Just because you're not raptured up doesn't mean God isn't watching out for you. That God forsaked you or anything. Doesn't mean that whatsoever. Just the opposite. He might be testing you and testing you some more. Make sure you're the right one. See, there's going to be a time when something like that happens, a rapture. There's going to be a whole bunch of people standing back in despair, like, oh, it didn't happen, or some are going to have this revelation of literally going, oh my God. It's real. God is real. They're going to have this thing come over them like, it's not a myth. It's not a hoax. It's real. They're going to be despair and a lot of people, the hope's gone. Everything's gone. It's like all hell break loose because it's like, well, I'm stuck here. What do I'm damned, and blah blah blah. Well, this is what God says. He's going to come back. He's got to cut the days short. And if he doesn't, for even his elect's sake, will perish. Okay? And then it says, further down along those lines, it says, then the people, the warriors and the people that were fighting and all this and that stuff will pound their spears. They know what guns were and cannons and all that. Their spears, their weapons. They're pounding those into plowshares. To plow the earth to plant food. So that means there's still going to be people that make it through the revelation, the end of times. There's going to be people that make it through there. His elect. Some of his elect will still be here, and they will make it through the tribulation. They will make it through to the end of it, never knowing death. And there's going to be a lot of other people that make it through also that's going to take their weapons and pound them into tools to survive in a different manner, raising crops and food and so forth. It all changes. God comes in and takes over. Peace. So just because you don't get caught up in the rapture doesn't mean you're damned. Doesn't mean anything except God has a plan for you. Don't be disheartened. Don't lose faith. God's plan, God's will be done. Don't let the devil play his tricks on you. There's going to be a lot of people that awaken at that moment too, going, man, I'll tell you, I didn't believe any of this hocus pocus, but I do now. Where'd all these people go? What happened? Yeah. And there's going to be I believe there's going to be a lot of souls saved during that time also, because now all of a sudden their eyes are opened. They saw it firsthand. They lived it firsthand. So the grace of God will still be there. Yeah, it's going to be hell on earth. But his elect will still make it through. His people will still make it through. Who's going to pound their weapons into farming implements if it wasn't so? Why would he have to come back and shorten the days to save his elect if it wasn't so? Don't listen to all the fearmongers. Okay? Believe in God. Trust Him. Have faith in Him. Thank Him for His grace and mercy. And pray. Keep praying. And thanking Him. Like I said, just keep it up. Don't be caught off guard. Yeah, there'd be little lulls and stuff, and people, is it coming? Yeah, sure, it's going to come. But, like it says in the good book, the Father is the only one that knows the time. He's the only one that knows when. So keep your heart focused, and your mind focused, and your spirit focused on God. Don't be disheartened. I don't really want to mess this up, so I'm not going to say any more about it. Y'all keep praying for one another. Keep praying for your enemies. Don't meet evil with evil. The devil lives for that. He lives for it. He lives for a tooth for a tooth, an eye for an eye. He lives for it. Keeps him going. When he doesn't have a vessel for it, well, he's lost. He'll self-destruct. So y'all take care.